Welcome back to the Tournament Center. I'm Randy Buehler with Brian David Marshall. We're joined by Stuart Wright. Stuart, as usual, has cooked up something for our constructed format tournament here. Stuart's been known for years. There's always some deck coming in out of left field. Have you seen what Stuart Wright's playing? Always seems to happen. And you've been having reasonable results over the years on the Pro Tour, right? Yeah. Usually about like a top 16 a year or something like that. Yeah, Worlds being the most recent. All right, so what is this? What is going on here with this? Some sort of black-red token deck, I guess?
Yeah, it's one of these sort of decks that is like, it's a synergistic deck rather than a powerful deck.
Okay.
The cards independently aren't that impressive, but there's an overall game plan.
Okay, so walk us through the game plan. What does it do?
Okay, you have a lot of cards that make tokens in a variety of different ways. You have Bitterblossom and Mogg War Marshal and Marsh Flitter, which make you lots of tokens, and then you have a variety of cards that use those tokens for powerful effects. You have Greater Gargadon to sacrifice tokens to, and you have Furystoke Giant and Nantuko Husk, which obviously are powerful when you have lots of creatures out.
Now, are you saying that this used to be a Grave Pact deck?
Yeah, this deck used to be Grave Pact. Grave Pact was a good card, but it applied lots of constraints to your deck building. Okay,
and then what happened?
Well, they printed this new card. I was like, I hope they print a card of a new set that'll be really good for this deck. And then they printed pretty much the ideal card for this deck, the Furystoke Giant.
Awesome, let's show that one off. So what does it do exactly?
It basically turns all your creatures into, they can tap to do 2 damage. So if you can assemble 5 creatures plus hit, you can cast it, shoot them in the head for 10, and then next turn sacrifice and repeat.
Oh, nice.
You won a game today, actually, without even attacking anyone, right?
Yeah, my opponent took 6 damage off their lands. And I spent the whole game chumping their Green White deck's creatures. And so each time I block, I'd lose like Mogg War Marshals and they come back. I had 7 creatures. The turn before I die, I have to draw my 5th land. So I draw my 5th land and make Furystoke Giant, and then they take 14 and die.
That'll work. All right, so no clever name for the deck yet?
No.
You don't do clever names?
I don't do clever names, apparently.
All right.
How good is this card in your deck?
This card is...
Kher Keep?
This must be the best deck ever for Kher Keep. I've definitely had a couple of games where I'm drawing many creatures, or I keep dying, and you make a Kher Keep token each turn, and then a Furystoke Giant comes down and horrible things happen to them.
Awesome.
And then,
go ahead.
What percentage of decks in the tournament are playing this land?
It's crazy.
I think pretty much everything with a 1/1 in it, which is almost the entire field has it.
Wow.
So if there's 300 players in the tournament, are there 200 Pendelhavens?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, the Revelark players won't run it.
Yeah, it's 200. You only play one.
Okay. Now, how well is the deck actually doing? It's we're doing this at day 2 of Hollywood, right? How many people from your team ran it? And
okay, there are basically 3 of us. It's a bit sort of complicated. Like, I gave some people the deck a couple of days ago. They asked me nicely.
Okay.
So I'm 7-3. Matt Hansen is he isn't finished at the moment.
He's
so
X2 and playing in the feature match.
He just lost in the feature match.
So he's 7-3 as well.
Okay.
And one of the other Iowans, who I can't remember whose name is, unfortunately, he's 7-3 as well.
So how did you come to work with Iowans? It seems like an unlikely alliance.
I'm sharing a room with Zach Hill, and we were testing with them, so it seems silly not to let them have the deck and ask me for it.
Now, why aren't all the guys who've been play testing with you the entire time leading up to this event playing this deck?
I think basically they didn't do enough play testing. Like, they play tested a bit, and I said this deck's really good. Then they fiddled around and made bad changes to it and didn't play it.
Really? So they just didn't believe you?
Basically, no. They're like,
wow.
I don't know this deck, I don't think it beats Perry. It's like, well, okay, I'll work on it. I mean, I did make changes to it, but
sure.
I was like, this deck is good. I'm going to keep changing it till it beats Perry, and it does now. So.
Right. You said that Shadow Guildmage was an addition based on trying to keep tweaking the dials on the deck until you could beat fairies, right?
Shadow Guildmage was like a last-minute addition. It was like, we need more cards against fairies, we don't want to lose. And there are plenty of other decks like elves that he's good against as well. So.
And then there's a ton of folks who've got Magus to the Moon running around right now. This is clearly a key card in the format.
Yeah, people have a lot of non-basic lands.
Definitely.
I played a bunch of fairy decks, and they normally have an island, but they can't cast terrors, they can't cast inversions, they can't cast cryptic commands. Their 1 blue spell a turn isn't really very good.
Right. All right, well there you go. This is a very rogue deck. It's new technology I certainly had not seen before. I don't think you had seen this before, and maybe it's the Furystoke Giant that puts this deck over the top and turns it into a player in Standard in the next couple of months. 3 people playing it, 7-3, 7-3, 7-3. All 3 of them are through to day 2. All 3 of them are looking in position to make money. Still got a shot at the top 8 if they can put a streak together now too. Thanks for talking with us, Stuart. Good luck the rest of the way. For Brian David Marshall, this is Randy Buehler signing off for the Tournament Center.